So what do you guys thoughts on this? It's a cosmetic procedure, but it's where you get your eyes changed permanently, the color of your eyes.
It's stupid.
Well, hear me out. And I'm not sure how expensive it is and if only rich people can get it, because the couple I know, they don't come from a lot of money, and the woman really wants to get her eyes like wolf blue. You know what I'm talking about? Like those oceany.
Yeah.
And he loves her eyes the way they are. He thinks they're beautiful. He's so against her trying to get her eyes permanently changed. I wanted to see how you guys felt about that. Do you like that kind of stuff? And let's say, would you love it if you're able to pick your baby's eyes before they were born? Or is that are you playing God at that point?
Well, what you're doing, even if it is you're taking the choice away from the kid on just how it turns out. And to me, how you come out is probably how you were intended to come out. And you didn't consult with that fetus to say, hey, we're going to give you these colored eyes. And they may grow up, and for some reason, they may hate their eye color. But you made that choice for them. That's one of the main reasons I don't like that concept. Now, what you're talking about, it's completely unnecessary. And when you're messing around with the eyes, there's still an element, and it's completely unnecessary, especially when you can get colored contacts, and you don't have to get them where they're any kind of prescription, but you can put those in and pretty much achieve the same thing with no risk. So to have that kind of risk for something like that, I would not do it for that reason.
She wants them permanently blue.
If anything goes wrong, now you're blind.
Yeah.
But what are your thoughts about that, if you picking your baby's eyes out before they're born?
I don't care that much about eye color. It's never, ever float my boat.
I'm with Kevin.
I'm like, all right, whatever.
I'm with Kevin. If I was having a kid and they go, oh, what color do you want your kid to have red eyes?
I want God to pick it. How about that?
That's kind of, I'm with you. I feel like what you were born with.
Yeah, right.
But then someone would say, well, then why do you dye your hair? Why do you do this?
Because it's going gray, and I don't want to look like a grandma.
Well, what if someone hates I've got poop brown eyes, and I can't stand it. I've heard people say that before.
I have heard that, too. I don't understand that, because I love brown eyes.
I love brown eyes as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look at Kevin's dreamy brown eyes.
Hazel. I'm like Kelly Clarkson behind these hazel eyes.
They look brown today.
Well, I mean,
brownish green.
Okay.
They're a little mix of both. If you go deep into my eyes, you clearly have not yet, Virginia.
I'm scared. I'm scared I'll turn to stone.
Exactly. Watch. You never know what you're going to get in these eyes. But technically, eye color's hazel.
It just made me think, if you were able to pick, almost like a menu, if you were able to pick out your baby, would people do that? And is there something morally incorrect about doing that? Just a discussion to have.
I'd rather pick healthy baby than eye color baby.
Agreed, obviously, but you know how people are.
Yeah.
Somebody living out in L.A., oh, my baby's got to look very snatched.
My baby's snatched.
Isn't how they say it?
Yeah, it's just odd when you throw that in with babies.
I thought snatch meant like you're... All right, shut up, Jason.
Well, there are just some things. Look, I like people that look naturally beautiful. And I really love the trend now when it comes to breast enhancement, where you have something that fits your body. We got to that point with the boobs. It got so ridiculous. I was like, maybe there's some guys, I do not like boobs that they clearly don't fit on the body. They're so radically huge. You'd have this super rail thin girl, and she would have these monstrous melons. I was just like, all right, I'm not down with that. It's not my look.
Some guys really are such boob guys. I mean, Dog the Bounty Hunter being one of them.
Yeah, look, I know some guys aren't.
He looks like a boob guy.
Yeah, some guys aren't. I guess that's what they were making it for. And look, I like a nice plump butt. I am a butt guy. I think it's absolutely amazing. Those pants that they have, fantastic. One of the best inventions we've ever had.
Those pants that they have.
Oh, can somebody please clip Kevin going, I am a butt guy, as he looks like he's grabbing an air butt.
Guy, show him what a nice round butt looks like. That's it. It comes with a demonstration. Look, if you're watching on KBJ TV.
Somebody's testosterone's working.
It's kicked in, right?
Yeah.
That's not an advertisement. HRT works, baby. Yeah, but the one thing, again, with the boobs, I am not a fan of the cartoonishly huge behind. To me, everything has got to be proportional what your body is. It's nice to have it in a nice shape, but it's got to be proportional. And these BBLs that they have out there, people are taking it to such a ridiculous level. And now they're starting to find out that there are some other effects that are not very good with it. And the story told by one woman on TikTok really describes it all. They say the Brazilian butt lift can actually make your butt stink, because the fat grafts that they put in there, they can die. That's fat necrosis. And when it dies, what happens when anything dies and starts rotting, Virginia?
Stinky.
Starts to smell. They say it can release foul-smelling fluids, and it can become infected because a lot of people, again, what happens with a lot of the cosmetic procedures, people want the look, but they don't want to pay the price. So when somebody offers it for half the price, like, I'll take that.
And that area back there, people wear like tight pants all the time.
Yes.
So it's sweaty and it breeds bacteria.
Yep.
And then that's no good.
You're hitting it all. That's what this woman on TikTok said. She said that her butt now smelled like rotting flesh.
Oh.
Yep.
And she now has to use air fresheners and spray perfume all over her behind. Her last boyfriend broke up with her because he couldn't stand the smell coming off of her butt.
Today was definitely the wrong day to eat a fisheye because this is making me just absolutely
It should.
so
I waited till
queasy.
later in the show to talk about this, but hopefully maybe to discourage some people from going with the BBLs, because you need to know you could have a stanky butt.
Fish eye and dying flesh.
Well, let's not make no mistakes about it. I wouldn't say every butt's clean anyway, just normally.
Yeah, and then what Virginia was saying too, she said that's the other problem of it is the compression, the sweating, because a lot of times then they're going to the gym to make them bigger and more tight. Is the tight-fitting clothing then is hindering proper hygiene, and then you'll have a bacterial buildup in the odor, so it gets even worse by doing that stuff. So they say, yeah, you need to go fragrance-free wipes, use a bidet maybe, and you need to frequently wash your compression garments and wear breathable clothing if you've had this. Otherwise, your BBL gonna make your butt stank.
So this is my nomination, and we still have a long week, for the grossest story of the week.
It's up there, right?
Pretty bad.
Yeah, definitely rethink those BBLs, y'all. I'm just saying.